so we're back for another workout tutorial today. It's called Working for the Weekend. Today we have 5 rounds for time. We're going to go ahead and start off that workout with a 200-meter run. If you don't have an opportunity to try to figure out how to measure that, we're saying about a 30-second sprint is about average with what we're looking for on that. As soon as you get done with that 200-meter run, we're going to come in and we're going to perform a 5, 10, 15 rep scheme of some specific movements. As soon as we get done with that 5, 10, 15, we head back out. That was one round. We start our second round, which would be the 200-meter run again, and then a 5, 10, 15, and we keep repeating this over till we've completed 5 rounds. So again, here are the movements that consist of one round. You will do a 200-meter run. You will do 5 pull-ups. You will perform 10 double dumbbell strict press and 15 butterfly sit-ups. So let's just go over the movement standards real quick for the pull-up and the strict press. So for the pull-up, you are going to need to make sure that you have access to your pull-up bar. Definitely get a good warm-up in, still about 10 minutes. Thinking about some active pulling, some pushing, definitely doing jumping jacks, shoulder taps, anything at all to just get the blood moving. But we're going to typically go into a nice active shoulder warm-up, so you can make sure you wrap your thumbs around the bar, hands go right outside, shoulder width, go ahead and sink down, pull away for a couple of active shoulder warm-ups. As soon as your shoulders feel pretty warmed up, you can go ahead and switch on to doing a couple of other shoulder warm-ups to make sure that your pull-ups feel really good before we start actually getting into it. For your pull-ups for the workout, you can perform these either strict or kipping. It's up to you. For people who maybe are new and inexperienced at the kipping pull-up, we ask that you stick mostly to that strict isolation of the shoulders first so that you can build strength before moving into the dynamic movement of the kip. But for those of us that know how to do and perform our kipping pull-up, we would hop up on the bar, we warm up on the next set, getting a couple of beat swings. So think about our hollow to arch, getting really tight, staying into our position so our shoulders feel pretty good and we are ready to start warming up our pull-up. When going into your pull-up, make sure that you know that a rep is only going to count whether you're doing this strict and or kipping. When you start from the bottom of a dead hang, pull your body and self all the way over to where your chin is over the horizon of the bar. And again, you can descend back all the way down to the bottom of a dead hang. So we'll show you a couple reps here. If we're going to do strict today, it's going to look something like this. We're going to jump up with that active shoulders. We're going to pull ourselves all the way up over the bar, and then we can drop down, and that would be considered one rep. If we're looking to do it into a kipping pull-up, again, we're going to initiate that kip with our hips. We're going to go ahead into our beat swing, our hollow to arch. As soon as we, again, get into our hollow position, we're going to press down on the bar, pull ourselves over to the top of it, and then press away at the bar as I maintain my arch position to get into the back swing so I can keep the momentum going. I'm going to show you a couple reps. Here's what it looks like. Hop up, start your swing, and here we go. Ready? Pull and down, pull, pull, and we can keep going on with that movement. After we've completed our 5 pull-ups, we have strict press today. For those of you utilizing a barbell at home, we're going to use my PDC right now. Make sure that you've warmed up on some deadlifts first, proper form, making sure that you know you're taking the weight up off the ground. You are going to go ahead and have to clean it up into the front rack. Once in the front rack, remember that we want to think, ooh, stinky sock, press the barbell into the overhead position, making sure that biceps are intersecting right next to the ears, and we can pull the barbell down and cut ourselves in a sagittal plane. That means in half. As soon as you make the barbell all the way to the overhead position with locked out shoulders and arms, you can return the barbell back to the front rack. The rep counts when it touches the shoulders. So here's 5 reps for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we were to do this with a set of dumbbells today for the strict press, it looks very similar. I get still in my active position, deadlift my dumbbells up. I'm still going to dumbbell clean them up. My hands are just facing each other now. So we're gonna keep our knuckles or palms facing each other at all times. I get that good stance. Feet are stacked directly underneath my hips, tighten my belly. Deep breath in, press, touch the tops of the shoulders. Press, touch the tops of the shoulders. Press, tops of shoulders, press, tops of shoulders. Again, making sure that every time you pick a weight up off the ground and set it back down, that we maintain strong core and deadlifting that weight up and down. So again, I completed my 200-meter run, my 5 pull-ups, my 10 strict press. I'm on to my butterfly sit-ups. I have 15 of them. There is not much, again, that we need to modify in this position. If we are having difficulty being able to sit all the way up from touching behind the head and touching in front of the toes, you can tie a band, trusty band just like this, onto the leg of a table and utilize it to be able to pull you forward if you need to. Otherwise, try to maintain proper form, touching behind head, toes and heels touch, and touch in front of toes. Again, a round is when I have completed a 200-meter run, a 5 pull-ups, 10 strict press, and then 15 butterfly sit-ups. That's one round. It's 5 rounds for time. Again, as always, make sure that you warm up the body parts that are going to be utilized in the movement for the day. Again, like we mentioned, you can get out and do a jog, you can do a row, you can do a bike. Definitely work on some pulling, work on some pushing, definitely some deadlifts, some shoulder taps, anything that's going to warm up the major body parts of the movement before you actually get into the workout. Make sure you can perform all movements safely and mechanically before adding weight. So if you're going to do this without any weight, you can utilize it with a PVC or an odd object. So if we don't have dumbbells or we don't have a barbell, you're more than welcome to go ahead. I don't know where my odd object piece went. Goodness. Okay, I moved it before I got ready. That's my fault, guys. We use a wall ball here. But you could use a wall ball, or in our case, we're gonna say like the bag of laundry, or we're gonna say the backpack full of clothes, or the backpack full of weighted stuff. That's what we're looking for odd object. You would take it from your chest, press your head through, and then all the way back down. So that's a way that you can modify with not having equipment. And then for a pull-up, if you do not have a pull-up bar, but maybe you have some dumbbells, you can go ahead and perform a bent over row. Or you can go ahead and use that backpack full of books and do that bent over backpack row. Keeping the arms nice and tight, looks just like the push-up, except we're pulling into our chest. Okay? Other than that, guys, be ready for some questions. I look forward to having you guys come and talk about the workout for Wednesday, which is working our way to the weekend. Thank you.